Hi Mama, in today's core and pelvic floor rehab class, we're really going to focus on integrating the glutes and core together to reconnect these muscles and get everything switched on again. These muscles obviously worked overtime during pregnancy, so we really just want to make sure that they're working together again so that we can build a strong core, and of course that comes from having a strong pelvic floor as well. So for today's class, you need a small Pilates ball. If you don't have one, that's totally okay. You don't need one for today's class, but if you do have one, go and grab it, and then let's get started with today's class. So I'm just going to grab my ball and put it to the side. We're not going to need it just yet, so just putting it to the side, and we're going to come down onto our mat. Now remember, with early postpartum days, we want to be coming down onto our backs the same way as if we were still pregnant, so just very gently coming down onto your side first and then rolling onto your back. Clipping my microphone so you can hear me. Okay, so we're going to start with some pelvic tilts into shoulder bridges. So we really want to focus on that breath that we've been doing throughout this program, where we inhale into the belly and then exhale, draw our belly button to our spine, feel our back flattening against the mat. I mean, if you place your hand there, you should be able to feel like you can't get your fingers through. Feel your flattening your top ribs, feeling that core connecting nice and strong, bringing those hips and ribs together, and palms on the mat, fingers spread out, and we're just going to tilt our pelvic floor up towards the ceiling and then push ourselves off the mat into the shoulder bridge. So coming onto our shoulder blades. Really want to make sure that we got a nice straight line here, that we're not flaring into our lower back. It's got a nice straight line, hips, so that we can feel flattening our ribs, shortening this area, and feeling nice and stable. And then we're going to come down again, slowly, vertebra by vertebra. And we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, flatten our back against the mat, pull that belly button to the spine, tilt our pelvic floor to the ceiling, and come up into a shoulder bridge again. We've got about 4 more of these, slow and controlled. Remember, with those early postpartum days, everything's feeling very fragile. And we really want to focus on rebuilding that strength. And that comes from slow, controlled, intentional movements. Remember to keep that core nice and tight. Exhaling as you lift, inhaling to come back down. And last one, gently peeling your hips off the mat. Inhale and come down. Okay, grabbing your small Pilates ball, and we're gonna bring it in between our knees. Palms flat again, fingers spread out, and we're just gently going to drop our knees over to the right and back to center. So we've done this exercise before, so we're gonna drop it a little bit further than we did in the previous class. But of course, staying mindful of your pelvic floor, of the sensation that you're feeling down there, of the pulling. We don't want it to be feeling painful. Really just want to be focusing. We want to really feel core activation. So we want to feel our core activating as we move and drop our knees gently from side to side. Inhale to bring it back up to center. Exhale to drop your knees out to the side. As I said, sometimes it's the smallest moves where you actually don't realize that you can feel your core, and you do a move as simple as this and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm feeling this. It's really intentional, so remember to keep that core nice and controlled. We don't want the knees to drop too far where it feels like a real struggle to bring them back into center. You can also have a slight squeeze on the ball as well to help with that pelvic floor activation as well. And if you're not using a ball, it doesn't matter, you can still do the same. So without the ball, it's still dropping from side to side. Just gentle knee drops. And this is our last one on each side. Okay, placing the ball to the side, and we're going to come into shoulder bridge with some marches. So inhale to prepare, breathe into that belly, exhale, draw your belly button into your spine, tilt your pelvic floor to the ceiling, lift your hips off, come into a shoulder bridge, making sure you got a nice straight line there. You can bring your heels slightly closer towards you, and we're going to lift one leg up and place it down. Left leg up and drop it down. Keeping the pelvic floor nice and stable. Really leaning into your shoulders, pressing down into your palms for that extra stability. Exhale to lift your leg. Inhale to drop it down. Keep that core nice and strong. We don't want to be dropping into our lower back, into our hips. If this feels like too much, you're more than welcome to come down between each set. So you would lift your right leg and left leg and then come back down onto the mat and then repeat. So we've got one more on each side. And gently roll down. Okay, we're going to move into some tabletops with toe taps. So we're going to exhale, inhale, exhale to prepare. Lift our right leg up to 90, left leg up to 90. And we're gently going to drop our right leg down, left leg down, and release. And we're going to repeat that. Right leg up to 90, left leg up to 90. Left leg comes down, right leg comes down, and release. We've got 4 more of these. Taking at your own pace, remembering to breathe, keeping that core nice and tight. Exhale to lift your legs up. Inhale to bring them down. And last round. And down. Beautiful work. Okay, we're going to come onto our side now, so you can grab your ball if you're using one, and we're going to place it in between our ankles, and we're going to come down onto our arms. We're going to lie on our arm, keep our legs nice and straight. You want to make sure that you've got your shoulder on top of your shoulder, your hips are nice and stacked and one on top of each other. You can place this hand in front of your pelvic, like lower tummy area, for additional support. Ball between your ankles. Make sure your neck is nice and long and elongated. And we're going to lift our bottom legs up and down. You really want the lift to be coming from your lower body, not from your arm where you trying to push it up. So you really want to be focusing on the lift coming from the side of your body. Doesn't have to be very high either, just as far as you can go. Even if it's just a hover at first, that's perfectly okay. Last one here. And release, and you can let go of the ball. You can bring it up. Oh, mine's running away. And you can bring it up to support you here if you're holding it. Otherwise, you can just move it to the side. And we're just going to lift our top leg, and we're going to do some small leg circles. The smaller at first, the bigger they are, the harder it is. So we're just going to do some small leg circles. I'm just going to move down on my mat, but to get that nice length of my body. And we're going to reverse the circles the other way now. And release. Okay, coming on to the other side. So bringing the ball in between your ankles again, lengthening them out, lying down on your arm. We want to keep a nice lift in the side of our ribs as well. Shoulders on top of shoulders, hips on top of hips. Hand down in front to support, for additional support. Neck nice and long. We're just going to lift our bottom legs off the mat. Really lifting from the side of our body. I said, even if it's just a hover off the mat, that's perfectly okay. Exhaling as you lift, inhale to bring your feet down to the mat, or legs down to the mat, sorry. Last two here. And then we're going to move into our leg circles. So releasing the ball, you can bring it to the front here for some additional support, or you can just place it to the side. Lift that top leg and let's do some circles here. Remember, we don't want to collapse into our ribs, so having a nice lift in our ribs as well. Small circles, slow and steady, and reverse the other way. We've got one more exercise before we move into our cool down. Ooh, a little bit more unsteady on this side. And release. Okay, rolling onto your back. You can place your ball to the side. We're actually done for today, so you can pop it away. And we're just going to come into some dead bugs. So inhale into the belly, exhale, draw your belly button to your spine. Palms flat for now. Draw your belly button into your spine. Lift your right leg to 90, left leg to 90. Bring arms up, palms to face each other. We're just going to extend our right arm back, left leg long, and back to center, and then alternate the other side. If this feels too much, you're more than welcome to bring your legs down, and then you can just slide your legs out and arms, if that feels too much. If this feels okay for you, let's continue on with our dead bugs. Exhale to extend out. Inhale to lengthen. Sorry, inhale to bring in and reset if needed. Keep that core nice and tight. Got one more on each side. Last one, placing our feet on our mat, bringing our arms down to meet them. Okay, rolling onto your side and coming into a butterfly stretch. So bring the soles of your feet together and then dropping your head down, leaning over your legs, inviting that nice juicy stretch into your glutes and your hip flexors. You can push your elbows a little bit into the side of your legs just to invite a deeper stretch if that feels good to you. And release. We're going to move into pigeon's pose. So swinging your right leg back and round and coming over your left leg. Really seeing your breath where it might feel tight, where it might feel a bit sticky in your body. Sending your breath there. Switching legs now, so you can bring your right leg to the front and swing your left leg to the back. And bring yourself over your right leg. Oh, this side definitely feels tighter. You might notice that there's one side that always feels tighter than the other. So sending your breath there, allowing your body to melt deeper into this pose. Swinging your left leg now into front, bringing both feet to meet. And we're just gonna roll forward. So nice straight spine. We're gonna hit bend forward from our hips and bringing our hands to meet our feet, our ankles, our shins, wherever it feels good for you, and just dropping your head down. Then bringing your left leg in, keeping right leg strong, and stretching over to the right side. Get a nice stretch on the left side of the body. Switching over to the other side, so bringing your right leg in, left leg goes long, and then stretching over the left side. If you're trying to rotate that upper shoulder back a little bit more, looking towards the ceiling. And coming back up to center. Well done, Mama. I hope that you really thoroughly enjoyed today's class. We're really, as I said, focusing on creating that core and pelvic floor connection again and getting those muscles working beautifully together. So I'll see you in the next class.